in your own heads. Think of the oldest person you know. What do they look like? Curled up, crinkled up, old. I don't know how to turn a computer on. I'd rather get the money from a person than a machine. Yeah, back in my days, we used to walk through snow, blah, 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 you know, that sort of thing. They're very, am I right? I've seen your family, hello. They're set in their ways, aren't they? But you know the difference about a person, now think of a person who's aged old, but they look young. I guarantee you that their posture is fantastic. And they're asking you questions. They're wanting to learn. They want to know more about, what have you been up to, Craig? What have you been doing? What are you doing on the weekend? That sort of thing. Oh, that's fantastic. And they're busy because they're keeping things moving. Your brain is a muscle. You've got to move it or lose it. So it's not about the day you were born. It's about how you use it over your life. So early detection is not prevention. So a lot of people go, oh, well, that'll be right. I'll just can check out my medical doctor and they'll come in before it becomes a real problem. But the thing is this, early detection is not prevention. Early detection is making sure that the car that hits you as you cross the road is an ambulance. That's early detection. Prevention is looking both ways before you cross the bloody road. Does that make sense? And this guy, he said, you couldn't run the marathon. I said, I think I'd had a few at the time. And I said, yeah, I can. He's gone rubbish. And he got me to write down a piece of paper, I had to sign it and everything. And the next day I woke up and I go, oh my God. What have I done? Now, do you think I started training the day before the marathon? No. I started about 9 months out. And how far do you reckon I ran the first run? About a K. Like, seriously, I was pushing it. I think I even had a stop walk. And I was, okay, and I'm going, oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? This is bad, this is Melbourne. But you know what? The next one got a bit easier. The neks one got a bit easier. The next one got a bit easier. See, when you're training for a marathon, you have to do 1K before you do 20. You have to do 2Ks before you do the whole 42. So you don't wait until you're 99 to start to become 100. You start now. In the last 100 years, you need to have the strength to support you, to stop you from falling and breaking your hip. Okay? So, funny thing about strength is this, is that they've done research on 80-year-old men who've never been to the gym, and they start the gym. Guess what happens to their muscles? It increases. They actually get more muscle. It will grow no matter what the age. Here is an X-ray. On the right is a normal hip. I'm going to use my finger because I'll get a bit jittery. Okay, there's a normal hip. See, there's a nice big space around that. What do you notice about this guy? There's no space. So this guy is pre-hip replacement. Now, what I find interesting about this, as I'm building the structure, is no one ever asks the question, why did one hip wear out quicker than the other? Hands up if you know someone with a hip replacement. Okay, hands still up if they had both hips done. Half went down, some stayed. Okay, most hip replacements are usually on one side. Let's have a look at why this guy's hip wore out more on one side than the other. Why do you think one hip wore out quicker than the other? Because he's got more weight going through that side. He didn't just hop around his whole life. He was out of alignment. He had more weight going through one side than the other. So we recommend standing on 2 scales at the gym. If you've got scales at the gym, stand on 2 scales. If you're out by a few kgs, then the reality is this is probably happening in your spine. So you have to take care of your spine. If you'd rather be this guy here, water skiing at 100, imagine that down the Swan River, or would you like to be at this stage? Because right now is your choice. Right now is your choice. You don't wait until you get here, oh, actually I might go down the river and put some wetsuit on. You don't think about it then, because you can't do it. Okay? You've got to start thinking about this stuff now.
How good was that?